last day we had seen employment of bank funds, liquid assets of a bank, cash in hand, CRR, SLR, investment and advances that we studied. Okay, so then significance of liquidity. So what do you mean by employment of bank funds? Employment of bank funds. Anat, employment of bank funds.
How the bank employs
Yes, how the bank use the fund, this employment of bank funds. So what do you mean by liquid assets? What do you mean by liquid assets? Hanna, what do you mean by liquid assets?
Which can easily convert into cash.
Good. Which can be easily converted into cash. So what do you mean by liquidity in the point of view of bank? What do you mean by liquidity? Anjo, what do you mean by liquidity?
On demand.
Ability of the bank to give cash on demand. Ability of the bank to give cash on demand. Next, what do you mean by CRR? What do you mean by CRR? Aparna?
Ratio.
CRR.
Sir, cash reserve ratio.
Cash reserve ratio. So, present cash reserve ratio, how much percentage?
3%.
3%. Okay. Next, Femina, what do you mean by SLR? SLR.
statutory liquidity ratio.
Okay. Present SLR percentage?
0.5%.
Is 18.5%. Okay. So we said significance of liquidity. If you are not giving the liability on time, it will affect the it will lose the trust and confidence of the depositor on the bank. Then it will lead to closure of the bank. Next one. So already we said employment of fund. Sometimes we will invest, give as a loan, or otherwise we will invest in securities. So next topic is investment in securities. Investment in securities. So what do you mean by investment? What do you mean by investment? Investment means employment of funds by the bank. Employment of use of funds by the bank to buy securities from the market. To buy securities from the market. Okay, that is investment in securities. Employment of funds by the bank to buy shares. Debenture. Debenture means we are giving loan to the public or any organization. Shares means if you took a shares from any company, we are the owners. We are the owners of that company. We are the shareholders of that company. Okay? We will get a dividend. In return, we will get a dividend. Then if you give a debenture, if you give a loan to the public, debenture means bond, means loan. It is a secured loan. If you give, then we will get interest. If you took a shares, return is dividend. If you give a loan, in both cases we are giving cash only. We are giving fund only. So if you give a debenture means loan, we will get interest. Okay, it is safe. So if you give a loan to the public or any organization, it is compulsory to get interest from that institution. Okay, but if you invest in the share, If it is a profit, then only we will get a dividend. Then only we will get a dividend. Okay? Otherwise, we won't get it. If there is no profit in that institution, then we won't get a particular company, then we won't get a dividend. Okay? It depends upon the profit. If profit is high, then we will get more dividend. Okay? If it is a low profit, then we will get a low dividend. But interest, that percentage that is fixed, it is safe. Safe. Safety is there. Security is there. Safety is there if you invest in bond, debenture. Okay? Whether there is a profit or loss, they have the responsibility to give interest to us. Okay? But if you invest in the shares, it is subject to speculation on the base of Nifty, Sensex. So it will vary. Okay? But if it is the profit is very high, means we will get a more dividend. But a debenture is safe. Okay? It is like a loan given to the public. So banks, they will give loan, debenture to other organizations. They will get interest. Okay? Share means if you, the bank invest in the share, they will get a dividend. Okay? A mutual fund, they are investing. Mutual fund means they will invest in good securities where they will get a more return. Okay? So, next point is factors affecting the decision for investment. So, before investing, so the bank have to invest the amount. Already they accepted deposit from the public. So, they have to invest. It is a borrowed fund. They have to invest. They have to give some portion, they have to give as a loan to the public. Some portion we have to invest. So, what are the factors? So, one thing you have to remember, we are purchasing lot of securities. Sometimes we will purchase government securities, government shares, government debenture, government bond. Otherwise, semi-government securities, government organization shares we will buy. Otherwise, semi-government means municipalities. Next, industrial securities, business organization, companies, Reliance, Tata, okay, SBI. That is government. Industrial securities, public companies, shares. Okay, industrial securities, business organizations. Okay, so we can invest in government securities, semi-government securities, then industrial securities. Okay, so we can purchase government securities. You have to give money, then we get government securities or semi-government securities or business organization. Okay, Reliance, Tata. Okay, so a lot of companies are there. Okay, so we have to that is which one? Industrial securities. Next, what are the factors affecting the decision for investment? Means before investing an amount in the shares or debentures or bond, we have to consider the sum of the factors because we are dealing the borrowed fund. So we have to consider the three factors. First one, safety of principal. Next, liquidity or marketability. Third one, profitability or yield. Okay, so these are the factors we have to consider. Okay, before investing amount in the securities. So first one, safety of principal. Means the bank has to ensure that the principal amount invested by him remain safe. Principal amount means total amount. Suppose if you are investing 10 lakh, that principal remain, the bank has to ensure that the principal amount invested by him remain safe. So how we can judge the safety of investment? On the basis of the solvency and the ability of the issuing authorities. Ability and the solvency of the issuing authorities. Suppose if you are purchasing government security, means we have to analyze the ability or solvency of the government securities, other semi-government securities or industrial security, then only we have to invest the amount. Okay, otherwise it will create a problem. Solvency means ability to repay the amount on time. Ability to repay the amount on time. So before investing any amount, we have to check their solvency position. Then only we have to investment. Then here they are specifying the government securities and semi-government securities are which one? Safest securities. Safest securities. Government securities and semi-government securities are safest securities because they are guaranteed by the government. They are guaranteed by the government. So it is best. Safe is which one? You have to invest amount in the government shares or semi-government securities. Otherwise, take a debenture from government or semi-government institutions. That is safety of principle. Okay, that is we are also considering before investing amount in the share, we will check their past performance. Then only we will invest the shares because it is subject to speculation. Okay, it will vary. So we have to invest the companies those who have good credit worthiness, means ability to pay the liabilities on time. Next one, next factor is liquidity or marketability. Liquidity or marketability. Suppose if you purchased that asset, if you invested that asset, we have to get we have the capability, we have to get which one benefit is that we can easily convertible into cash. Liquidity, it is needed. Means suppose if I want to, if example, if the bank want to convert into cash, that possibility, that is liquidity, another factor. So anytime we can convert into cash very easily. So that is another factors affecting the decision for investment. Okay, easily convertible investment we have to purchase. Okay, before investing we have to look the liquidity position because it is very easily convertible. Suppose we need emergency cash, so we can we have the capacity to convert the investment into cash very easily. So that is second. Okay, to earn income and at the same time maintain liquidity position. So means the banker should see that the securities in which he can sold in the market without any loss of time and money. So it ensures liquidity of investment. So here also they are specifying government and semi-government securities are highly liquid, which can be easily converted into cash. Highly liquid. Okay, government securities and semi-government securities are highly liquid as they have a ready market. Anytime, lot of buyers are there to buy that securities. So it is ready market, means we can easily convert it into cash. Okay, so if the market price is more, then there we can sell that securities. No problem. The public will buy because it is a secured, because guaranteed by the government. Next factor we have to consider before investing, profitability or yield. So anyway, profitability or yield, because before investing we have to consider the return. How much return we will get from the investment. Okay, return we will get, means return means if you invest in the shares you will get a dividend. If you invest in the loan bond, that interest we will get, interest we will get, interest we will get. But so we have to consider, here we are considering shares, we have to consider the return, how much return we will get from that company, that we have to consider. Okay, then only we have to invest profitability, that we have to consider, but it should not give importance to more return because it will create a more risk. Then it will reduce the safety. Okay, reduce the safety. So we have to consider stability return. We have to invest the securities, those we will get a steady return. Okay, but if you are considering the high return, means it will create a risk. Okay, because it is a share market, so it will subject to speculation. Okay, so that is related with the investing in securities. So investing in securities means employment of funds by the bank to buy securities from the market. So there are three types of securities. Government securities we will invest, semi-government securities and industrial securities. Okay, government companies. Okay, government companies. Then that's a government security, semi-government, municipalities, port trust authorities. That is semi-government. Industrial business organizations. If they issue any share, if you invest in that securities market, that is industrial securities. Okay, that is public company or private company. Public company. Okay, that is related to profitability, related to investment in securities. Next one, factors affecting the decision for investment, safety of principal. So that safety, how much we are investing, that safety is needed. Then liquidity, we have to convert it to cash very easily. Profitability, we have to consider the return from the investment. Next one, secured and unsecured loan. Next one, secured and unsecured loan. Okay, next topic is secured and unsecured loan. So two types of loans the banks are offering, secured and unsecured loan. So what do you mean by advances also, short-term period loan also, long period loan also? There are two types, secured and unsecured loan. So what do you mean by secured loan? Secured loan is a loan in which the borrower gives some assets as a collateral for the loan. Such loan is known as secure loan. Means it is a secured, it is a type of loan in which the borrower pledges some assets, gives some assets as a collateral for the loan. That means which are secured on the assets, either on the assets of the company or individual. Such loans are called secured loan. Understand? Means secured loan seek a security. Seek a security. Okay? Secured loan seek a security from you as collateral, as collateral. That is known as secured loan. Understand? Means then your inability to repay the loan may result in the lender selling your security to recover the amount loan. Understand? So means until the loan repaid, they will keep that security in the bank. After giving the full installment only, they will give your security to you. Understand? So that is which one? Secured loan. So loans against houses, loan against gold, loans against any property, loans against shares. These are the types of secured loan. Okay, so until the loan is repaid, the lender hold the right, the bank hold the right to that assets until the loan is repaid. So such type of loan is called secured loan. Okay, it is a loan in which the borrower pledges some assets as collateral. Means additional security. Okay, as a collateral. Okay, it is which one? Secured loan. Example means in this case interest rate are lower. In this case interest rate are lower. Processing fee, interest rate are lower. In which loan? Secured loan, because they are safe. Banks are safe. Suppose if they are not giving the amount on time, they can sell. They can sell their assets. Okay. That is which one? Secured loan. So example, auto loans. Example means car loan, two-wheeler loans, home loans. These are which one? Car loan, bike loan. Okay, these are which one? Secured loan. Okay, here means we pledges that assets, promises. Example, so if it is car loan, if you take a car loan, suppose if you are not giving the installment on time, then they will take back that car. With this bike also same. Okay, that is secured loan. Okay, suppose home loan, so we have to put the agreements, land agreement. So if they are not giving means they will sell that land. Okay, such type of loan is known as secured loan. Okay, which are secured by the assets of the company. Okay, that is which one? Secured loan. Next one is unsecured loan. Unsecured loan. So what do you mean by unsecured loan? It is a loan that is issued and supported only by the borrower's creditworthiness. Borrower's creditworthiness. Ability to repay the loan. That is creditworthiness. As it is a loan that is issued and supported only by the borrower's creditworthiness rather than by any type of collateral. No securities we are pledging for type of for unsecured loan. Okay, means we are not getting. Do not require. Means unsecured loan do not require collateral. Okay, that such a type of loans are known as unsecured loan because it is given on the basis of your credit score, your past credit repayment. Otherwise, having a steady job, that is eligible for unsecured loan. Steady job, then your past repayment of loan. Already, if you are taking any loan from the bank, your repayment, your past repayment credit, your disciplined repayment installment. So it will affect the approval of the unsecured loan. Okay, here did not require any collateral. Then here interest rate and processing fee are higher in unsecured loan. Interest fees are higher in unsecured loan because it is not safe. Okay, so it is not sure that whether we will get that amount or not. So on the basis of borrower's creditworthiness, okay, steady job we are giving. Okay, it is a risk, so that's why they are charging more interest rates. Okay, suppose if you want to take a personal loan, it will take a which one? For that interest rate, it will be very high. Interest rate processing fee will be high in the case of unsecured loan. So example, personal loans for purchase of jewels, for meeting domestic consumption needs, for purchase of jewelry items, gold, okay, or domestic consumption needs, domestic consumption need. If you are taking any loan, marriage loan, okay, consumption needs. That is which one? Unsecured loan. Next, education loan, educational loan, education loans. Okay, for pursuing higher education, for pursuing higher education. That is which one? That is unsecured loan, not secured. Okay, then for purchase of consumer durable, for purchase of consumer durable goods. Durable goods, suppose home appliance, okay, fridge, refrigerator, with which one? Then mobiles, Bajaj Finance. Okay, so now we will get the mobile without giving any cash through Bajaj Finance. They are not charging any which one? Any interest. Okay, so no security, nothing is there. Okay, monthly you have to give 1,000 or 500 according to the terms. Okay, suppose if you purchased 10,000, 12,000 mobile Oppo, then Vivo, you have to give per month 1,000 rupees. Okay, that is consumer durable goods. No security. They are not charging any they are not getting any security. Okay, that is unsecured loan, personal loans, education loans, and for purchase of consumer durable goods. So these are the which one? Then credit cards. Credit card. So if they are issuing, banks are issuing credit card. So this is unsecured loan. So through that way, we can purchase the goods on credit basis. Okay. So these are the two types of loans: secured loan and unsecured loan. Okay. So secured loans are those loans which are secured either on the assets of the company or individual or groups. Okay. Unsecured means which are not secured. Okay. Which do not require any collateral. Okay. So on the base of which one, borrower's credit worthiness, having on the base of steady job. So on that base only they are giving loan. Okay. Then secured loan means no problem. So we have to pledge some assets. We have to promise us some assets. For example, until the loan repaid, they will keep as their assets. Okay. After giving full installment only, they will give that which one, ownership. They will give the ownership. If it is car, bike means ownership, they will give only after paying the last installment. Up to that, it is with that bank's property or that institution's property. Okay, that's why in the book and paper they will write their name only. They will show that which one, the bank's information they will pledge. Okay, it is pledged to that bank. They will show that. So next, same point, difference between secured and unsecured loan. So you look at that. It is easy already. You know, loans against collateral or security. Sometimes we will give security. Gold we will give. Okay. Give. Collateral means it is car loan. We are not giving car, but in the book and paper it will attach. Okay. So it is pledged to that bank. After the last installment only we will give. So loans against bus, car, bike. So that on the base of that is collateral. Additional security means we are not giving as a collateral. If we are not giving the amount on time, they can take. So here means security means we are giving gold, land, okay, gold. Then a loan based on individual credit rating. On the base of individual credit rating, individual ability to repay the loan. Here, secure loan interest rates are lower. Here, interest rates are higher. Next, loans are available for a long period. Secured loan, because we are giving which one, security. Here, loans are available for a fixed period. Normally, less period only. Next, borrowing limits are higher because we purchase some assets. Here, borrowing limits are lower because it is unsecured loan. Next, loan approval process is longer because lot of paperwork are involved. So if you are giving security also, it will take a long period. Okay, but one thing you have, one advantage is that interest rates are less, but paperwork is there. So that's why normally people used to take loan from private properties. They will take unsecured loan because no, we will get easily paperwork, less paperwork only. But one thing it is that interest rates are higher. Okay, then which one, secured loan. Okay, that is the difference between secured loan and unsecured loan. Okay, next, credit rating. Credit rating. So last unsecured loan we studied loans based on individual credit rating. So what do you mean by credit rating? Credit rating is a measurement of a person or a business entity's or a business entity is a measurement of a person or business entity's ability to repay a financial obligation based on income and past repayment histories. That is credit rating. Understand? Measurement of a person. So, banks are giving loan to individual or a organization. Okay. So, what do you mean by credit rating? So, normally individual no need of any credit rating. Normally it is related to companies, organizations. Measurement of a person or business entity's ability to repay a financial obligation based on income and past repayment histories. That is credit rating. Otherwise, it is an assessment of a borrower. Assessment of the borrower. Assessment of the borrower that determines whether the borrower will be able to pay the loan back on time. Okay, assessment of the borrower that determines whether the borrower will be able to pay the loan back on time. That is credit rating. Okay, as per the loan agreement. That is credit rating. Assessment of the borrower, whether individual or company or organizations, any group, that determines. So, if you write that organization, we can understand that we are not writing that institution. Some agencies are there, they will write organizations. Okay, so they will write whether the borrower will be able to pay the loan back on time as per the loan agreement. So that is known as credit rating. Okay, so means a good credit rating depicts a good history. If it is a good credit rating, means a good history of paying the loan on time. If it is a good credit rating, okay. If it is a good credit rating, if they got A grade, so it means a good history of paying the loan on time. Okay, so means the credit rating. So why we are writing the credit rating? Why you are calculating credit rating? Because the credit rating influences the bank decisions of approving your loan. Okay, it influences the bank decisions of approving your loan application at a considerable rate of interest. Okay, for that purpose, we have to do credit rating of the organization. So before giving a big loan to any organization or a established organization, any organization, so we have to credit rating the organization. We have to credit rate the organization. Credit rating we have to do. That is what which one? Credit rating. Okay, credit rating. So next. That is known as credit rating. Okay, credit rating means we are checking the ability of the organization, whether they will be able to pay the liabilities on time. Then we said it influences the bank decisions of approving loan. Then what are the advantages for the bank? It will be advantages for the bank. Two advantages are there for the bank for best investment decision. For best investment decision for the bank. Next one, it will be a safety ensured. Second one, safety ensured. If you write that, if you do credit rating, safety ensured. Okay, two advantages are there for the bank for best investment decisions. Means no bank will give money to the risky customer. Is it correct? no bank will give money to the risky customer. So through credit rating, they get an idea about the credit worthiness of the individual who is borrowing the money, and the risk factor also we come to know through credit rating. So through evaluating this, they can make better investment decisions. Okay, that is the first advantages of credit rating to the bank. Okay, for best investment decisions. Okay, so through credit rating, we can judge whether the borrower have the capacity to repay the liabilities, and the risk also we can identify. So through this, they can make best investment decisions. Okay, if the credit rating is no, means no need to give loan to them. Next one, safety also ensured. Safety in high credit rating means an assurance about the safety of the money, and that will be paid back with interest on time. They will pay the loan with interest on time. So if it is high credit rating agency is there, organization is there, then we are very safe. We will get the loan principal amount, the amount of loan with the interest. Okay, so these are the two advantages of credit rating to the bank for best investment decisions and safety ensured. Then for borrowers also advantages are there for credit rating. For borrowers also some advantages are there. First one, easy loan approval. Okay, easy loan approval. Then second one, considerable rate of interest. So these are the two advantages to the borrowers. Easy loan approval means with the high credit rating, they will get more loan from the bank. Means bank will approve your application very easily if it is a high credit rating organization. Next, then they will give loan at a low rate of interest, considerable rate of interest. If you have a high credit rating organizations, if you have high credit score, if you have high credit rating capacity, high credit worthiness, then we will get loan at a less rate of interest. Okay, that is credit rating. So assessment of the borrower, that means whether the borrower will be able to pay the loan on time. So then advantage of to the bank for best investment decisions, because through credit rating we will get the idea about the credit worthiness and the risk attached with the borrower. So on that base only we will give the loan. So it will be help to the bank. Next one, safety ensured. So if it is high credit rating organization means it is safe, then they will give their loans with interest on time. Then for borrowers also it will be good. Credit rating is good because easy loan approval and considerable rate of interest. Okay, so these are the topic. The next day we will teach the credit rating agencies. Okay, so today I taught investment in securities, factors affecting the decision for investment, and credit rating. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.